Hola muchachos, welcome to the video. Today I am going to be sharing with you guys how I currently train my back, because one of you guys asked me to do some voiceover for some of my workouts, but I don't think I've ever done a video that was very in-depth about how I train myself and some of the things that I do for me to get better. So with this video, I want to share with you guys my recent back session that I did just a few days ago, and I know that's going to give you guys a lot of insights on how you can structure your own programs to get some amazing results. So without further ado, man, let's get into the video. So even though this is a back workout, what I'm doing right here is I am rolling out my shoulders, because one of my goals is to improve my handstands, and shoulder mobility is super important. So I'm using the foam roller to open this stuff up. I open up my T-spine, also open up my lats, spend about 1 minute on each side. Now I'm doing some stretches for my wrists, because if you're doing gymnastics training, your wrists are super important. You need these babies to be loose, okay? Loosey-goosey, unless if your wrists are too tight, you're gonna start feeling pain in your shoulders, feeling pain in your elbows. You need them to be loose, all right? Next up, your boy is doing some skin the cats, man. Ooh, so pretty much these first 3 movements I'm doing right now are all mobility drills. This isn't really part of the workout. This is to open up my shoulders, open up everything, get your boy warmed up, and get me ready for the real workout. So whenever I finish up my warm-ups, I always finish with some handstand work, because I think I said this in the previous video. One of my goals for 2019 is to be able to hold a freestanding handstand for at least 15 seconds. So what I'm doing is I'm practicing on the wall. But if you look very closely, you also see that I have a rig right in front of me as well. So once I lose my balance, I hit the rig, try and find my balance again, or I hit the wall. This is a very good way for me to spot myself, and by me doing this, I've noticed that my handstands have improved, but honestly, I still have a long way to go. So whenever I do my handstand practice, I try and do as many sets as possible within 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, now that the warm-up is done, it's time to get into the real back workout, okay? To get that V taper that's gonna make the hoes wanna rape you. Shout out Chris Jones. So first thing I do is I'm doing a 1-arm pulling movement. I'm using some rope climbs. I did this for 3 sets, go all the way up to the top. Now if you look very closely, you see that I'm not using my legs. I'm using all arms right here. Now, whenever I do my back workouts, I like to think of it kind of like a bodybuilder. I like to use different movements to hit the muscles from all angles. So the first thing I'm doing is some 1-arm pulls with the rope climbs. Amazing for hitting your lats as well as your biceps and your forearms. Highly recommend this if you guys have some ropes. Next up, we got some more fun over here. This looks like a swing. It's like wee, wee. But really, this movement right here is gonna get your lats freaking burning. These are some front lever pulls. Now you see I'm doing this with the full front lever, because I can actually hold the front lever for a very long amount of time, about 15 seconds currently. That's my best, but there are other progressions you can do if you can do the full front lever. So with this movement, the goal was to get 4 sets of 5. But when I did 2 sets of 5 with the full front lever, I was starting to notice that my form was breaking down. So I switched over to what you're seeing right here called the half lay front lever, where I bend my legs, and this changes the leverages and makes the movement a lot easier. So when you're doing calisthenics or gymnastic moves, how you can make things harder or easier is by changing your leverages. So by using the half lay version, this is easier. It reduces the weight I'm actually pulling and allows me to get in all the reps. But if you notice, as I'm doing this some more, I started to fatigue a lot more as well, and I had to switch again to another regression, which is the lowest form of this movement, which is something called the tucked front lever pull. Now all these variations can be classified under something called a straight arm pull. Straight arm pulls are fantastic for isolating your lats and are gonna really build those babies up, man. By me doing these a lot more in my routines, I definitely saw the width of my back definitely improve a lot. So after doing some straight arm pulls, I decided to hit my back some more with some horizontal pulling to get me that nice back thickness. And my movement of choice for today was something called the muscle up row. This looks like a regular ring row, but the difference is you start in a slightly L shape with your shoulders touching the rings. You then come all the way down and then you pull up into the top of a dip position. So this looks very similar to a muscle up, but pretty much with your feet on the ground. Now, muchachos, if you cannot do ring muscle ups, this is one move that you need to add into your repertoire. I'm telling you, once I started doing this, my muscle up game went through the freaking roof, okay? In fact, I don't retrain muscle ups as often. I usually just do the muscle up rows, and that's enough for me to get stronger every single week. Amazing movement. So for that one, I did that for 3 sets of 8. So after doing some horizontal pulling, you know, rows for the hose, time to get that vertical, okay? Now, I'm trying to hit the back through all the angles, like I said earlier. So I've done one arm, I've done straight arm, I've done horizontal pull. Next up, I got some vertical pulls to almost finish this whole workout off. My movement of choice today was false grip, L, wide pull-ups. I know that is a mouthful, but if you notice very closely, I am holding the rings with a false grip. This helps me activate my forearms a little bit more. Also helps me activate my biceps a little bit more. And by using a wide pull at the top, my lats get activated like freaking crazy, okay? This is a great movement because it works the abs, it works your arms, and also it works them lats, man. Oh, I freaking love this. So with this one, I did that for 3 sets of 8. And then to finish off the workout, muchachos, man, we gotta do some guns for the Huns, okay? Because look, whenever you're doing a back workout, when you're pulling, your biceps are involved all the time. So to obliterate my biceps, I am doing some ring curls. Very basic movements. If you see, my legs are bent. I get to almost parallel to the ground. I try to keep my elbows high as I'm curling, because the higher your elbows are, the more of a contraction you're gonna feel in your bicep. I did this for 2 sets of 10 because honestly, by the time I was done with these, your boy's arms were smoked. The original plan was to get 3 sets, but I was like, nah, I already get enough attention from the beesies with my arms, so I just thought that 2 sets is good enough. So as you can see, guys, that was the workout. This is just me doing some posing at the end, looking pretty good if I do say so myself. But yo, I gotta say, after looking at this workout, yo, my legs, muchachos, oh no, man, my legs are no bueno, man. No, your boy is starting to look like Johnny Bravo.
Ha! Dreamy hunk, right here.
Hi.
Hi.
Want to go to the weenie roast with me tonight?
Oh yeah.
I think you're Marvy.
Well, actually, I'm Johnny. Johnny Bravo.
Hey pal, are you cutting in on my time?
There's a saying I used to say on this channel, right? The upper body is going to get the girls in the door, but the lower body is going to keep them around. And it's funny, a few weeks ago, I was doing some horizontal cardio and your boy blew out a hammy. So that is proof that I need to start training my legs a lot more. So I'm probably going to put more videos on the channel about training legs. But today, that was the back workout. And I'm going to put it on the screen, all the reps and sets right here. So guys, that's an example of how I currently train my back. I don't do the same thing every single time, but I usually kind of follow that same kind of scheme with a one-arm pulling movement, horizontal row, a vertical row, and also a straight arm pull to hit my back from all angles. Sometimes I'll do the horizontal row first, sometimes I'll do the vertical pull first. It really depends on the day or whatever I'm really trying to work on. All right, muchachos, that is the video. I'm sure you guys got some insight in this. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. All right, your boy's gonna answer. I love interacting with you guys. And now I gotta get out of here. Gotta go train some of my clients in person. So if you guys like this video, you know what to do. Go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what you doing, man? Go ahead and subscribe. And muchachos, muchachas, always remember this, guys. Always strive to improve. even if just a little, each and every single day. Kaizen. Peace.